Jordan Davis is serving up his signature soulful vocals. His pop sensibilities mixed with true country storytelling on his latest EP, Buy Dirt, and we're catching up with him on today's Country. Okay, let's talk about the title track of this project, which features Luke Bryan. I have a really quirky Luke Bryan origin story myself. I'm wondering if you have a really fun first time you met Luke Bryan story.
Well, the first time we actually ever met was it was at the after party of, I think, the
Award
ACM.
show.
So that was, yeah, at the award show. So everybody was feeling great, and it was just a blast. We had a couple beers, and I remember just leaving being like, wow, like that guy is about as real as it gets. Like, and but I which was great to meet him there. But then the first time we got to really sit down and hang out was after a round of golf. We sat around a fire, smoked a cigar, and drank some whiskey, and we're just able to talk about everything but music. Family, hunting. His kind of moved to Nashville, and that was when I consider us becoming friends.
The thing about Luke is he is wildly funny, right? We all know that. But I think that if you haven't been able to be in his presence in a setting like that, you might miss all of the depth that's really there and that is behind the music that he makes is and the pure joy that he wants to bring to people through his music. And I just love that guy so much. So I love that y'all were able to connect like that. So then how does that become this collaboration?
Basically exactly what you just said. Buy Dirt to me is about faith, family, and friends, and really finding your happiness. That's what that song means to me. And there's nobody in this business that embodies that more than Luke Bryan. Like, the dude is all about his family, is all about having a good time, and all about his farms, his property, getting out in the woods, which is why the second we wrote it, we were like, we got to get this song to Luke. If he wants to cut it, great. If not, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to ask him to sing on it with me. So fortunately, I sent him a text message and I was like, hey man, I want you to listen to this song. I think you're going to connect with it. If you want to be a part of it, I would love for you to. Obviously don't even feel the need to respond, but check it out. Let me know. And he got right back to me, and it was funny. He was actually driving out to his farm when he got the message. So, it was just I couldn't think of a better guy to be on it with me with.
That's awesome. I want to hear about, obviously the song sounds personal. I know you wrote it. I want to hear about maybe the ways that y'all are living out this song in real time in your lives right now.
Well, for me, it was, in the heat in the middle of the pandemic, when I was, in all honesty, I was a wreck. I didn't know when I was going to be performing again. I didn't know what my band guys were going to do. I didn't know if I was going to get my band guys back. Releasing music was at a standstill, and I'm sitting there, and I kind of let it carry over into my personal life, and I was kicking myself for it. And I just had to say, you know what? Music's music, and I'm very grateful and blessed to be in it. But it's gone now. But you still have your family, you still have your faith, you still have your friends, and the world's still spinning. You're gonna be all right, man. And I've tried, since sitting on my couch and kind of coming to that realization, I've kind of said, like, you know what? Even when we do get back out on the road, I'm gonna try to avoid getting back into that headspace for the rest of my life, because that's what Buy Dirt is to me. It's not necessarily about buying a piece of property and you're building some big white picket fence house. It's about being grateful for the dirt that you do have, and that's something that hit really hard with me. And I know Luke feels the exact same way. Well, we've talked about it, and he said he's that's kind of why this song really resonated with him.
Another one of the new ones, and it actually, I think it closes out the EP, is Trying. And I feel like that really speaks to some of the same themes that we've already talked about, of kind of like what you've been experiencing in the last year and the reset. But I would love to hear you chat about that song and where that sits with this batch of music.
That was one that came after a knockdown drag out with me and my wife right around Christmas. I had 2 writes left for the rest of the year. It was with Ashley Gorley, Emily Wiseman, and Paul, my producer. And I know they were probably thinking that I was going to come in with like this, like, hey, I've got this idea. Let's write this, up tempo, fun, like, and me and my wife have, I think just after a year of the pandemic, and we've got a newborn running around the house, and we're coming into the holidays, because this was end of December. Everybody's just on edge. And I woke up that morning of the last write, and I just felt terrible about the way I handled the situation, about some of the things I said. And I just couldn't not get in a room and kind of start talking about it. And so that one was basically an apology to my wife. I promised that I will never handle an argument like that again. And I promised that I'm going to continue to try to get better. So hang in there with me.
Isn't that just like the theme of marriage, though? It's just, I'm trying.
I know. It really is, like, and it sounds so simple. It like sounds so like almost like throwaway. It's like, look, I'm trying to get better at this. And like, and there's things that she's trying to get better at as well. But yeah, I mean, it really is, it means a lot more than the word feels like it should mean.